Oh, hey, how's it going, everybody? We're on the air, we're on time, and I'm having a little situation right now. I wish in some cases I could live a life of non stress, but I have to live with this stress. Anyway, let's get to it. Welcome, everybody, from the fourth floor of the uh, Park Forest apartment complex here somewhere in the bucolic city of Jackson, Michigan, where seldom is heard a discouraging word because no one can understand those discouraging words like help and why me. Anyway, how you doing, everybody? If you excuse me, I'm right in the middle of fixing a little supper. I'm having rice tonight. Once again, I eat in front of you, and I do not mean that. Mm. My apologies for today. I mean, my my apologies. Uh, let's get to it. Oh boy. Okay. Panama did something incredible. Guess what they did? They upset a very sloppy United States men's national team. Panama came from behind to beat the U.S. men's national team 2-1 today at Atlanta's Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the Copa America group stage that was marred by a red card for each team. The U.S. game plan went out the window in the 18th minute when Timothy Way was given a straight red card for a shove on Panama's Roderick Miller. The referee originally awarded Way, a yellow card, but upon review, he upgraded the punishment, which reduced the U.S. men's team to 10 players for the remainder of the match. The hosts responded just 4 minutes later by taking the lead, courtesy of Folderin Balogun. He combined nicely with Antony Robinson, and then took a stellar strike from the edge of the penalty area, scoring his second goal of the tournament. Their lead was short-lived, though, with Caesar Blackman scoring from close range at the 26th minute as Panama benefited from a turnover and caught the United States men's team defense off guard. Panama spent much of the game as the dominant side boasting 72.5% of possession and outshooting the United States men's national team by a 13-6 margin. Los Canaleros were wasteful as they searched for their go-ahead goal, putting just 4 of their shots on target and losing the expected goals battle 0.92 to 1.04, but were rewarded for their one-man advantage in the 82nd minute. Substitute Jose Fajardo scored the goal from close range, cementing the loss for the U.S. men's national team. Chaotic match took another turn just 4 minutes later when Adalberto Carrasquilla picked up a red card of his own for kicking out at Christian Pulisic, who was making a run at goal as the U.S. men's national team fervently searched for an equalizer that never came. The result means that the U.S. men's national team and Panama are now tied on points in Group C and are likely in a battle for second place. The pair most likely need wins in their final group stages on Monday, with the tiebreaker favoring the host. The schedule does not benefit the U.S., though. They have to play Uruguay, who are now the favorites to top the group, while Panama face current bottom dwellers, Bolivia. And I'm going to turn this full thing off. It's been a long day, kids, and your old buddy Steve is just running on fumes. So it's been a wild one. As I said, let's go with some draft draft report. And yes, friends, it has happened. The world has ended. LeBron James' son will be playing with his dad for the Lakers. I don't know if that's going to be good or not, but we'll find out. The 2024 NFL Draft is in the books, with the completion of the second round last night. The biggest name called at number 55, or was at number 55, when the Lakers selected Bronny James. So I guess he's Mr. Redundant. It was reported on ESPN by Bob Myers that James's agent, Rich Paul, was telling teams that drafted before the Lakers at 55 that Bronny would go to Australia to play if anyone else took him. Second round picks are flyers. The vast majority of them don't pan out, but there are often a few that pop. Nikolai Jokic went in the second round, so did Draymond Green, Mark Gasol, and Manu Ginobili. We'll see if anyone from the 2024 class, which is widely considered to be pretty weak, breaks out unexpectedly. Even with the first rounders, we won't be able to fully gauge the success or failure of a particular pick for a while, but we can make some educated guesses how this may play out over time. And the big winner, here are the NBA draft winners and losers. Bronny James, obviously, he gets to play with his father. LeBron James, again, and the Lakers also were winners. Losers, Dalton Knecht. Many ways, this couldn't have worked out better for him. He would have rather ended up on the Hornets or the Blazers. But what he got is what he got. Now he's got to live with it for a while. The winners, New York Knicks. Zachary Rizaker was also a winner, as was French basketball. Loser were the Memphis Grizzlies. The winners were the Blazers and Spurs. How did the Pistons do? They just did what they had to do. Okay. They just had to do what they had to do, and they did what they had to do. Okay, for more NBA, let's get to it. We got some NFL and some MLB All-Star news. Okay, we're looking for some major scoopage here. The Denver Nuggets are working towards signing Jamal Murray to a 4-year, $209 million contract extension. Per ESPN. Murray was entering the final year of his contract with the upcoming season, and by agreeing to a deal now, it avoids the risk of Murray becoming an unrestricted free agent. next summer. And hello, Matt, Ed, Nettie. How you doing? Um, I wish I could say I was doing well, but right now I don't even know if I'm going to still be if I'm going to be around here tomorrow even. Mhm. I forgot to do something today. I forgot a lot of things to do today, but I think one of them deals with medicine. Anyway, I'll figure that out tomorrow morning. Oh God. Okay. Um, since being drafted by the Nuggets with the seventh overall pick in the 2016 NBA draft, Murray rose to become one of the top point guards in the league. He's created a formidable duo with Nikola Jokic in Denver and has helped lead the Nuggets to a championship in 2023. Murray came up huge in the postseason for the Nuggets on numerous occasions, and yeah, since the 2018-2019 season, he's been the fifth highest scoring player in the playoffs. The four other guys ahead of him in that category, Luka Doncic, Damian Lillard, Stephen Curry, and Trae Young. They've all earned all-star nods, which is one thing Murray has been unable to get. But that's not for the lack of trying. Murray's been one of the most consistent players in the league, but it's tough to break through a Western Conference with an endless number of elite backcourt players. All-star or not, though, it doesn't take away from how impactful Murray is on the offensive side of the ball. He is coming off a season where he averaged career highs across the board, including 21.2 points, 6.5 assists, and 4.2 rebounds, while shooting the ball better than he ever has had at 48.1% from the field and 42.5% from deep. Murray's deal ensures he and Jokic will be together at least until 2028 when Jokic has a player option. Okay, we are at 10:23, and I am so damn glad. Oh boy. It has not been easy today to do anything much, but I'm glad to say tomorrow I got just one thing to do. And then I'm all done. Um, Next week, I'm taking the week off except for this program. I mean, I am about to. I mean, I need a break, and I'm going to get one next week. I'm just going to do the sports show and just relax. Yes, I will go to Lifeways and do the wellness stuff, but I just got to relax. Right now, I am not relaxed. Right now, it's going to go wild here. Okay, we got some breaking news in the world of wrestling. In a surprising turn of events, one recent drafted WWE Monday Night Raw superstar will no longer be with the company. For many years, fans have been pounding the table for Dijak to get a fair shake on the main roster. While he had been on the WWE Raw brand as T-Bar of the Retribution faction, the gimmick was widely panned and viewed as a misuse of Dijak's talents. Dijak was able to turn things around significantly with his performance under the NXT banner, which led him to getting another chance on Monday Night Raw. The only problem is he never really got that second chance and has announced that he's going somewhere else. could be going to AEW. If so, they got themselves possible gold right there. In a statement issued on his TwitX account, it's X, but I call it TwitX, Dijak announced that WWE has decided not to renew his contract despite recently bringing him back to Monday Night Raw. Quote, WWE never negotiated with me. We attempted to negotiate. They stonewalled us. They never made us a single offer. Then they informed me they would not renew my contract at the 11th hour. So in other words, the Paul Levesque era died, and the Paul Levesque McMahon era lives and has made a very, very big error, as we will see in the future. Okay, let's keep going. What's left of the Arena Football League made their announcement about the championship site Thursday. They will be playing at the American Dream Mall in New Jersey. The Arena Football League, a day after reorganizing the final week of its regular season and remaking its postseason plans, announced Thursday that its July 19th championship game will take place at American Dream, an entertainment and retail center in East Rutherford, New Jersey's Meadowlands Sports Complex. Kickoff, for those that give a damn, is scheduled for 5:30 p.m. The league's playoffs start July 5th with first-round games, while the second-seeded Albany Firebirds don't play until they host the July 13th semifinal. American Dream, one of the country's largest malls, opened in 2019, approximately 15 years after construction of the facility that measures 3 million square feet. Besides retail and restaurant spaces, American Dream also includes entertainment venues such as the Nickelodeon Universe Amusement Park and DreamWorks Water Park. According to the American Dream's website, Arena Bowl 33 will take place inside the building's, quote, the rink, which is normally a setting for an NHL-sized ice rink. Quote, the American Dream venue embodies the vibrancy and energy that the new AFL stands for. It's the ideal backdrop for showcasing our revived league to the community and sports enthusiasts worldwide. How? They're not being shown around the world. Arena Football League Chairman Chris Chetty said in the news release, quote, the American Dream has not only offers a fantastic setting for our Arena Bowl championship game, but also aligns perfectly with our vision of integrating high-energy sports entertainment with family-friendly and community-focused activities. Tickets for those that dare to go, according to the American Dream website, are priced from $20 to $75. Earlier this week, the AFL announced it was adding a sixth team to its postseason and scrapping most of this weekend's upcoming Week 10 games. Scheduled changes have been the norm during the AFL's relaunch, which saw the league start with 16 teams and finish with 8 amid a variety of issues so fast that they might just as well have folded again and kept that dollar. In recent weeks, the league's stable of teams has mostly stabilized. The West Texas Desert Hawks were the most recent team to halt their season, making that decision after Week 8. In particular, the AFL experienced significant issues early in its first season since declaring bankruptcy following its 2019 campaign. Among those bevy of problems range from payment issues to players on several teams and safety concerns at some fields. The league shifted its role of commissioner from Lee Hutton to former NFL player and coach Jeff Fisher after the campaign's first 3 weeks of games. In comments made before Arena Bowl 33 site reveal, Firebirds co-owner Mike Guarda voiced support Wednesday for the approach and direction of the league's new leadership, calling the vision for the playoffs and championship game one hell of a kickoff to the 2025 season for the AFL. Now if they can just secure a broadcast agreement. So there you go. We've reached halftime, folks, and they're still gabbing. The debate is still going on. We are not covering that because we don't cover news. We cover sports and entertainment. Why? Because that's what they do, folks. That's what we do. We can't do collision because that is a no. Okay, let's do this. And hey, that was fast. A jury in U.S. District Court ordered the National Football League to pay more than, and we'll round it off. It's actually $4.7 billion, but round it off to the nearest dollar. They got to pay $5 billion in damages Thursday after ruling that the league violated antitrust laws in distributing out-of-market Sunday afternoon games on a premium subscription service. The jury awarded $4.7 billion in damages to the residential class and $96 million in damages to the commercial class. Since damages can be tripled under federal antitrust laws, the NFL could end up being liable for about $15 billion. The lawsuit covers 2.4 million residential subscribers and 48,000 businesses in the U.S. who paid for the package of out-of-market games from 2011 through 2022 season on DirecTV. The lawsuit claimed the league broke antitrust laws by selling its package of Sunday games at an inflated price. The subscribers also say the league restricted competition by offering Sunday ticket only on a satellite provider. The NFL, in its typical form, said they're going to appeal the decision. How much do you want to bet they will fail on that? The NFL said, in essence, we're disappointed with the decision of the jury today in the Sunday ticket class action lawsuit. We continue to believe that our media distribution strategy, which features all NFL games broadcast on free over-the-air television in the markets of the participating teams and national distribution of our most popular games, supplemented by many additional choices, including Red Zone, Sunday Ticket, and NFL Plus, is by far the most fan-friendly distribution model in all of sports and entertainment, the league says. Bullshit, I say. If you want to do that, you might as well do it for free. Let all of us enjoy. They will contest this decision, and they believe that the class action claims in this case are baseless and without merit. We thank the jury for their time and service and for the guidance and oversight from Judge Philip Gutierrez throughout the trial. Post-trial motions we heard July 31st, including one to set aside the verdict. If the verdict isn't set aside, the NFL will appeal to the Ninth Circuit Court. We do this all over again. Should the NFL end up paying damages, it could cost each of the 32 teams approximately $500 million. In actuality, $449.6 million. The trial lasted 3 weeks and featured testimony from everyone from Commissioner Roger Goodell to owner Jerry Jones. Plaintiff's attorney Bill Carmody said justice was done. The verdict upholds protection for the consumers in our class. It was a great day for the consumers. Yay! So, as they say in the world of business, huzzah. Cage Side Seats is reporting that AEW's television deal with Warner Brothers Discovery is coming up at the end of this year. And the Pro Wrestling Rumor Mill recently indicated that the exclusive negotiating window between AEW and Warner Brothers Discovery is almost closed. With that in mind, a new deal with Warner Brothers Discovery could be announced any day or week now. If AEW lands on the higher end of the money figure they've been trying to negotiate, then it will make all the critics of their ratings results this year look really foolish. If, however, they land on the lower end of the rumored money figures being thrown around, then it shows that AEW's rating slump came at the worst possible time, and the critics were justified. Now, if AEW lands somewhere in the middle, nothing changes, and the pro wrestling discourse continuum. The point is, the terms of AEW's new TV deal will rank among the very biggest pro wrestling stories of the year because it will go a long way towards determining AEW's financial health over the next few years. So we'll just see what happens on that scale. It's a big scale, you know. SE Scoops. Oh, We got to congratulate some people. Yes, we must. Big time congratulations to Rhea Ripley and to WWE's Rhea Ripley and AEW's Buddy Matthews. They got hitched. Yay! Congratulations! Huzzah! Okay, so we can't find the story. Oop. Wrestling Inc. has a little report. You could all viewers of AEW Dynamite would notice a familiar face on a recent episode as Ray Lloyd, better known as WCW star Glacier, was seen breaking up a backstage brawl between MJF and Rush. Many fans were left wondering whether Glacier was simply at the show visiting, was hired as an extra, or perhaps there was more to it, and it seems that Glacier is in fact All Elite. Huzzah! The former WCW star has been part of the AEW for a few months, where he's been working primarily as the backstage producer as well as coach. The company didn't give a specific date when it came to exactly when Glacier joined AEW, but it was confirmed that despite working behind the scenes for a while, the official hiring happened fairly recently. So, congratulations. All was not happiness for Mercedes Monet. In a story from Ringside News, Monet, formerly known as Sasha Banks during her time in WWE, uh, established herself as a prominent figure in the wrestling world. She became a big name in the company and even got to act in The Mandalorian a few years ago as well. With that said, more revealed the restriction WWE imposed on her. While speaking on WFAN, Mercedes Monet was asked if WWE imposed any restrictions on her contract. She said that, yeah. She mentioned that even filming The Mandalorian was a struggle with the WWE, requiring significant effort to get time off. She stated that Tony Khan assured her that whatever she needed, including a private jet for travel between LA filming and AEW shows, would be available. Ain't that good? Yes, it is. Monet also stated that she will return to WWE one day, but there's no guarantee that'll happen anytime soon. Monet is in AEW for the foreseeable future, and that's what really matters to her. Congratulations. Okay, let's get to the Power Slap League. Sheena Bathory, real name Francisca Szabo, went viral and outperformed pop sensation Taylor Swift when she fought for Dana White's Slap Fighting League in November of 2023. The former wrestler and bodybuilder landed a monstrous shot that knocked out her opponent, Christine Wolnorns, who hit her head while falling. However, it was how she reacted to being slapped that made her a viral star. Walmarins landed a big hit on Bathory, and her eyes seemed to roll into the back of her head before she regained her senses and blew a cocky kiss at her rival. Footage from the now iconic movement earned 1.7 million likes, including one from Conor McGregor during the first month it was available on Instagram. Power Slap employee AJ Curry shared the overall viewership figures and compared them to one of the world's biggest pop stars. She wrote, quote, 136 mil. In case you're wondering, this reel from Power Slap has more views than any reel Taylor Swift has ever posted, end quote. The UFC CEO then shared that information with his followers. So congratulations. We can't wait to see the Power Slap of one Paige Van Zandt. Okay. Um, the famous Las Vegas tram has shut down as the resort is preparing to close up forever. Former UFC WWE star Ronda Rousey finds a path that she was meant for as a graphic novelist. Congratulations. Lola Vice knocks out Roxanne Perez and steals the NXT Women's title. Young Sheldon actors mimic Missy and George's final arc in adorable reunion images. Celine Dion insists on keeping muscle spasm footage in the documentary. Director says NCIS fans are not holding back after CBS used Vanessa Lachey's canceled Hawaii series in a new preview for the new NCIS. Pepsi has announced plans and has unveiled a futuristic smart can. Tim Wee's silly red card cost U.S. and Panama loss. Mark Briscoe named his awesome team with R.H. Cassidy and Kyle O'Reilly. That's nice. And Toby Keith tribute special set at NBC features Carrie Underwood, Jelly Roll, Lainey Wilson, and Luke Bryant, among others. And AEW is honoring the late, great Brody Lee with a new Reebok collaboration. Let's see. Oh. Oop. Okay. We are doing a lot today, aren't we, kids? Yes, we are. I am looking down on the script. Yes, just to make sure we get everything in. 31 minutes, 49 seconds. We're at 10:43. We end this at 11, and we'll all be happy. Yes, happy, 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 happy. Okay, Rite Aid is going to close 55 more stores. They have already dismantled the stores in Michigan, so that's about it for them. So, Walgreens, you have it all to yourself except for CVS. Okay, we go through here? Yeah, we go through here. This is how we work. Okay, and also some news. ESPN may be losing Stephen A. Smith. Who cares? Stephen A. Smith is pitching a royal fit, saying that he's bigger than anyone at the network and deserves the ultimate pay. Big pay. As in maybe 9 figures? But ESPN is steadfastly saying no man, no personality is bigger than the show. And they're now a little feuding. We'll give you that story in just a moment. Right now, the Chicago Cubs became one of the first MLB teams to televise their games. It all started in 1948 on WGN. Then the evolution of WGN into a nationally available superstation in Wrigley Field, not installing lights until '88, meant the Cubs were almost always the only game in town to watch when they played at home, leading to a national fan base. Since then, the team has played scores of games on TV, but July 7th's game against the Los Angeles Angels on the Marquee Sports Network, which is owned 50% by the Chicago Cubs and 50% by Sinclair, will be the first all-female broadcast booth in Chicago Cub history. The Marquee Network announced on Thursday, the first all-female broadcast in Cubs history, July 7th, 2024. And frankly, I can't wait for that game, but then again, we can't see it here. And problems up in Canada, folks. Yes, more problems with the mighty Bell Media, which owns, among other things, TSN, CTV2, and a bunch of cable and satellite networks. And we are trying to get you that story. But apparently, We cannot get you that story because somehow, somewhere. Come on. There, thank you. Bell Media announced that it has cost an additional 43 technician jobs as part of the restructuring that it announced in February. The company confirmed to the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation on Thursday. The announcement comes after the company said it would move its local broadcaster, CP24, from its longtime Queen Street headquarters to its Scarborough, Ontario campus this fall, with business news organization BNN Bloomberg to follow in 2025. A spokesperson for Bell Media told CBC News, quote, no departures will occur until the period between August 30th and September 27th. We'll be providing training, offering voluntary severance packages, otherwise known as voluntary retirement packages, and eliminated vacant positions wherever possible to migrate the impact on our team's members. Translation, Cletus? Yep, that means they're screwed. Bell has and will continue to comply with all its obligations under the respective collective agreements and comply with all applicable federal laws. That there means they're going to try to cover it up. Under said cuts, Unifor said the cuts affect several areas of production, including electronic news gathering, editors and supervisors, media service coordinators, media service technicians, graphic artists, post sound and audiovisual technicians, and engineering technicians. It's another blow to journalism and democracy and a step toward bigger swaths of news deserts across Canada. Oh, Canada. And in a statement released Thursday, Unifor, which is the union representing all the media types, said it was concerned and outraged that Bell Media was making another restructuring announcement that could impact 49 unionized positions after a round of layoffs earlier this year that saw Bell's parent company, BCE, cut 48,000 jobs and sell off 45 of its 103 regional radio stations and close a couple of them. Let's continue here before we go to our scoreboard. Let's see. Thank you very much. I just hummed. Sergeant Slaughter calls contract offer to manage WWE's, I don't know if we should say the word abject failure, but she's a trooper. He calls contract offer to manage Lacey Evans a slap in the face. And apparently, there's a report that the Big 12 is leaving the NCAA alongside SEC, Big 10, ACC on table as Group of Five is about to say bye-bye. And that was on Lockdown Big 12 on YouTube. We cannot air that because that would be wrong. Okay, let's see what we got here. In golf, the PGA of America chief steps down, the latest golf leadership shakeup as the merger between PGA and the PGA Tour and Leave Golf is starting to unravel. And Cedar Fair, otherwise known as Cedar Point, and Six Flags give an update on the merger with the deal expected to close July 1st. Let's give you that little story, my friends. Cedar Fair, the parent company of Cedar Point and Sandusky, is expected to close its merger deal with Six Flags on July 1st after announcing an update Wednesday morning that states the regulatory conditions for the previously announced merger of equals has been satisfied. We are pleased to have successfully concluded a very fair and constructive review process with the Department of Justice and excited to make our merger official on Monday, said Six Flags President and CEO Selim Basul in a new press release. As our collective team pauses to recognize this important milestone together, we are eager to embark on the next chapter of our journey to offer millions of guests across North America unparalleled family-focused entertainment fun, full of fun, thrills, and lifetime memories. Basul will serve as executive chairman of the combined company's board of directors. Immediately following the closing, the combined company will be renamed Six Flags Entertainment Corp., with trading on the New York Stock Exchange expected to begin July 2nd with the ticker symbol FUN. Cedar Fair President and CEO Richard Zimmerman will serve in the same role for a newly combined company, which will be headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, they got some good things, including Michigan's Adventure. Let's see. Cedar Fair and Six Flags operate multiple parks across the country. Cedar Fair owns California's Great America, Knott's Berry Farms, Soak City Water Park, the Worlds of Fun, the Oceans of Fun, Schlitterbahn Water Park and Resorts in Texas, Schlitterbahn Water Park in Galveston, Texas, Worlds of Fun, Oceans of Fun in Missouri, Kings Island in Ohio, Carowinds in West Virginia. No, West Virginia, North Carolina. Yeah, North Carolina, because South Carolina is right down there. Carowinds in North Carolina, Kings Dominion, Soak City, Dorney Park in Pennsylvania, Kings Island, Cedar Point Shores Water Park in Ohio, respectfully, Michigan's Adventure, and Canada's Wonderland. That is the Cedar Fair. Six Flags owns the following: Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, San Francisco; Hurricane Harbor Concord, San Francisco; Six Flags Magic Mountain and Hurricane Harbor, Los Angeles; Hurricane Harbor Phoenix in Phoenix; Six Flags Fiesta Texas and San Antonio; Six Flags Mexico; Hurricane Harbor in Ocapek; Hurricane Harbor Splashdown in Houston; Six Flags over Texas and Hurricane Harbor; Six Flags over Georgia; Six Flags Whitewater; Six Flags America; Six Flags Great Adventure and Hurricane Harbor, New York, New Jersey, and Washington, D.C., Baltimore, respectfully; Six Flags New England, Massachusetts; Six Flags Great Escape Resort in Lake George; Laurent in Montreal; Six Flags Darien Lake; Six Flags Great American and Hurricane Harbor in Chicago, as is Hurricane Harbor Rockford; Frontier City in Oklahoma City; Hurricane Harbor, Oklahoma City; and Six Flags San Luis. There you go. So congratulations. Whew. That's a mouthful. You know what else is a mouthful? The fact that, folks, we got some scores. We got some scores, folks, and we're going to make it. We're going to make it through this cast. And I'm going to finish eating. MILB.com scores.
This came back from a search.
Stop singing. MILB.com scores.
I found these results.
Thank you. Boop. Okay, folks, here we go. We got your scores of MILB, MLB, and everything else. Hey, Matt G, how's it been? You're still saying Taylor Swift is greater than Disney, Star Wars, and MCU, and Doctor Who. I don't blame you. Scusa. So give us a moment. We'll get you all the dang gum scores here. Okay. Let's get to it. Top of the ninth inning, Sugarland leads Tacoma 9-6. Top of the eighth inning, Albuquerque over Salt Lake 7-2. Top of the fifth, Reno over Oklahoma City 2-1. Bottom of the third, Sacramento over Las Vegas 8-0. Final scores. Oh dear, dear, dear. Columbus over Omaha 8-3. Norfolk. Okay, we'll do it this way then. Okay, we still had some scores to give you. Or let's just do it this way. Frick it. End of five. Fort Wayne over Dayton 1-0. Bottom of the fifth. Asheville 4. Bowling Green 1. Top of the ninth. Midland over San Antonio 6-1. Top of the ninth. Sugarland over Tacoma 9-6. Top of the 10th. Northwest Arkansas over Wichita 6-2. Top of the eighth. Albuquerque over Salt Lake 7-2. Top of the seventh inning, ACL Padres over the ACL Royals 7-1. Top of the fifth, ACL Cubs losing to the ACL Diamondbacks 4-4. Top of the sixth, ACL Rockies over the ACL Angels 4-2. End of the fifth, ACL Mariners over the ACL Reds 7-0. Top of the seventh, ACL Guardians over the ACL Rangers 5-3. Top of the sixth, ACL Brewers over the ACL Angels 8-4. Bottom of the eighth, ACL White Sox over the ACL Athletics 6-5. Mid seventh, Rancho Cucamonga over Lake Elsinore 6-1. Bottom of the sixth, Fresno over San Jose 5-1. End of the sixth, Eugene over Tri-Cities 3-0. End of the sixth, Inland Empire over Visalia 2-0. Top of the fifth, Reno over Oklahoma City 2-1. Bottom of the third, Sacramento over Las Vegas 8-0. Bottom of the fourth, Vancouver over Hillsboro 1-0. Top of the fourth inning, Modesto over Stockton 2-0. FCL Twins lost to the FCL Braves 5-0. And in the other makeup of June 25th, Game 1, Braves over the Twins 3-2. That's FCL Braves, FCL Twins. FCL Orioles beat the FCL Red Sox 8-1. The first game, FCL Red Sox beat the FCL Orioles 8-2. In the completion of the June 18th game, DSL Marlins over the DSL Tigers 16-1. Completion of the June 13th game, the FCL Nationals beat the FCL Cardinals 10-1. Lakeland over Dunedin 3-2. DSL Pirates Black defeated DSL Mariners 18-5. DSL Giants Orange lost to the DSL Rangers Blue 8-4. DSL Red Sox Red blanked the DSL Red Sox Blue 10-0. DSL Reds over the DSL Brewers 4-1. DSL Arizona Black defeated DSL Rockies 11-8. DSL Astros Blue defeated the DSL Royals Ventura 5-1. DSL Phillies Red lost to DSL Twins 9-5. What a way to make a living. DSL Angels over the DSL White Sox 10-3. DSL Yankees blanked the DSL Mets Blue 2-zip. And that's all I'm going to be doing on them. We'll give you more. We're at 11 o'clock. That should break the monotony right now, but we got other scores to give you. We're going to give you the full scoreboard. And then we're going to say goodnight to you, folks. This has been a fun show, hasn't it? Yes, it has. So here we go. Let's go to the baseball, Major League Baseball. We did as much of the minor league baseball as our teleprompter would allow us before going nuts. Maybe it's tired. I don't know, but here we go. Okay, in the Rocket Mortgage Classic, round one's complete. SK Batia is in the lead with 8 under. Taylor Montgomery and Michael Kim are tied in second with 7 under. Aaron Ra and Eric Cole are tied in fourth with 6 under. In the Major League Baseball, bottom of the sixth inning, Angels over the Tigers 5-0. Final scores: Twins over the Diamondbacks 13-6. Final of 10 innings: Cubs over the Giants 5-3. White Sox over the Braves 1-0. Marlins over the Phillies 7-4. Orioles over the Rangers 11-2. Blue Jays over the Yankees 9-2. Reds over the Cardinals 11-4. Guardians a loser over the Royals 2-1. In the WNBA at the half, it's the Storm over the Fever 53-39. Wings beat the Lynx 94-88 in overtime. Sun over the Mystics 94-91. Aces over the Sky 95-83. And Team USA lost to Panama. So there you go. There's the scores. We're done for now. I'm Steve, the Backsman Baxley, hoping you got entertained as we did. We covered it all today, and I personally can't wait. Saturday, we'll be in downtown Jackson. Friday, we'll be here. But Saturday, we will be doing our showgram in downtown Jackson. I don't know personally. No, wait. I don't know personally if we're going to be in downtown Jackson on Saturday when we do our show. If we do, we'll give it to you. We'll do it. But if not, we'll do it here. Yeah, this was a great stream. I don't know if we're going to do the show downtown Jackson or do it here. It all depends on the time that the Pride parade and everything else goes. If it goes beyond like 9 o'clock, the shindig goes to like 10, we'll do it in downtown Jackson. But if it ends at 9 o'clock, we will be back here in studio to do it for you. Don't know the exact time for that because, well, things happen that are least expected. Let's just put it that way. We're done. Thank you for watching. We'll see you Friday live from this very point in the studio. We will be here. We hope you'll be there. For my producer, the greatest in mind and matter, the man responsible for all the gaming news, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Matthew Nichols, the Wizard. And for our associate producer, director, and all-around bright egg, Jay the Brain with 2 N's to avoid legal. Man, save the Backsman Baxley saying thank you for joining us. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the L2C Media Network. I got logos. I got music requests to post up. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great Thursday night, everybody.